creating cultural awareness and understanding. This is Culture Clique. Culture Clique is written and produced by KQAL FM on the campus of Winona State University.
We've all heard of Minnesota Nice. Well, get ready for Minnesota and Ice, a special Culture Clique series where we'll take a look at the way Minnesotans and Winonans in particular get out and enjoy our frozen landscape. Today we take you snowshoeing with the Winona Outdoor Collaborative on the Holzinger Trail System in Bluffside Park in Winona. Sydney, who is Director of Wayfinding, and Miranda, the Director of Flow, were on hand to guide the tour and help those of us who have never put on a pair of snowshoes before. I'm Bill Stoneberg. Grab a warm beverage as I brave the cold and go snowshoeing with Miranda and Sydney from the Winona Outdoor Collaborative. Today, I'm Culture Clique.
Have you been snowshoeing before?
Never, no.
I actually have not either.
Oh, okay, well, perfect.
I've never worn a microphone before.
Yeah.
It's so tiny.
Thank you so much for doing this. Well, this sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So you're Miranda.
I'm Miranda. All right, Bill.
So
right?
yes, Bill. So you haven't snowshoed before either, because I've never snowshoed.
I have not snowshoed before, so we're learning together.
Did you get any kind of special instruction before coming out here today? Or?
Well, we've had access to them for a while, so I kind of played with them a little bit last night.
Okay.
But I was mostly concerned about being able to hook them up to other people.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. This is actually my first meetup with the collaborative.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I just started with them in November.
In November, okay. Mm-hmm. And what's your title?
I am the Director of Flow.
Flow, okay.
Yeah.
I saw that on the website. I love the titles you guys have.
Yeah, we kind of thought, you know what, they're completely arbitrary and it doesn't really encompass what we're doing. So
right.
let's come up with our own.
I think it kind of more encompasses what you're doing, you know?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So if you've heard of the flow state, the state of flow.
Yes, definitely.
That's kind of what I was going for.
Cool.
Yeah. So I am the volunteer coordinator. I'm taking over program and meetup coordination, and I will be starting a therapeutic recreation department as well. Have you done any other winter sports?
Not really.
Yeah.
I've tried ice fishing a few times, but I prefer open water and warm weather.
Absolutely. I don't know. I've kind of gotten hooked on winter.
Yeah?
Within the last few years. I think just because it's so long, I had to cope somewhat.
Yeah, right. Are you originally from here, or?
I'm from Big Falls, Minnesota, which is near International Falls.
But still Minnesota.
Still Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been down in Winona on and off for 5 years.
Okay.
I graduated from Winona State.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I guess I couldn't stay away from the cold. I just moved back from Alaska, actually.
Oh, wow.
I was there for about a year.
What'd you do up in Alaska?
I was working at a hospital there with their therapeutic recreation program. It was wonderful. I actually met a lot of people that are from Minnesota.
Yeah.
I think that moved to Alaska.
Fairly similar climates,
Yeah.
you know? As similar as you can get to Alaska, maybe.
Right? It's absolutely beautiful. Lots of snow sports.
Right. Did you do any winter activities up there?
Yes, I started skiing, cross country and downhill. I did a lot of winter hiking, which it's just a totally different experience than in the summer.
Well, the forest is so quiet in the winter, you know?
Yeah.
It's a different mood, kind of.
Alaskan people are pretty intense.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think that they have any concept of cold.
Oh, wow.
I think that we definitely live by and I heard a lot. There's no bad weather, there's only bad gear.
Oh, jeez. That's one way to look at it.
Can't let it stop you.
Yep. Boy, these things really help.
I know, I was
Holy
thinking.
cow.
I keep feeling like they're gonna come off and then they don't.
I know.
I had no intentions on leaving Alaska. although I kind of knew, like, Winona has this pull. And it's always been a place I've come back to after leaving for a while. And Alexa called me and said, hey, the collaborative is growing. Do you want to be involved?
So you were kind of familiar with the people, with Alexa and everyone else?
Yeah, I actually did my first internship in recreation tourism at the Y under Alexa, and that's how we met.
Nice.
And I stayed working with her off and on a bunch of different projects since then. And fun fact, I actually met Sydney in Australia.
Really? Oh, wow. Just coincidence, or did you guys get hooked up by people?
Yeah, I was on a travel study and she was studying abroad, and we had like an overlap on where we were staying, and she knew my friend at the time, and everyone just kind of came together.
Right. Nice. Small world.
Small world Winona is what I like to say. These are always one of my favorite sets of trails here, regardless of the season.
I haven't even been up here yet.
Oh, wow. Like the overview of the city. And you can really challenge yourself, whatever degree you want, because the trails go all the way up. Or you can stay pretty low.
Easy and difficult.
Yeah. Definitely for all ability levels. Perfect day.
Yes,
I saw how it snowed last night.
Right, yeah, this wouldn't have been as fun without the snow.
I like the warm weather and all. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, me too.
If it's gonna be winter, it needs to be winter.
So, I was kind of curious, like, with the Outdoor Collaborative, like, I know a lot of people think about summertime when they think of outdoor activities.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys have just as much to do in the winter, like, as far as the outings?
Absolutely.
Nice.
I think that's kind of our goal, is to have just as much programming as we do in the summer.
Right.
Because we live in Minnesota and winter is pretty prevalent. So
right.
We want to still enforce that community aspect, and it's really easy to say, no, I'm going to hunker down, but...
Right. It's nice to stay active through all the seasons.
Absolutely. Yeah. We definitely offer more programming in terms of like local meetups and stuff like that in the summer. But we still try to stick to the once a month meetups and workshops quarterly.
Nice.
All throughout the year. This summer we'll also start local experiences, so people can come to us and say, hey, we want to do XYZ, will you lead us on that trip? And I hope that carries over to the winter too, because we could still have a lot more programming that way.
Yeah. That'll be called local experiences?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So we're opening a rental shop through Merrimack and Sanborn.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Running like canoes and stuff?
Yep.
Nice.
So we'll lead some guided canoeing and other trips like that, and just have that equipment accessible for people to rent through us with a partnership with them, which is super exciting. And that's where the local experiences come in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
No, I think what you guys are doing is fantastic. Oh my God.
We're really trying to grow and make it more accessible to everyone.
Well, the staff has grown just in the last year, right? I mean, wasn't it just Alexa last year, or?
Yep, Alexa and Sydney.
And Sydney, okay.
They're co-founders, and they started at the Women in Winona group. Alexa kind of started in 2019, and then 2020 they started and transitioned into the Winona Outdoor Collaborative that we have now. And we have the board of directors that are super great, and they volunteer a lot of time and effort into helping us grow. And Taylor Olson and I started on in November as actual staff members.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and Felicia. So Felicia, she's from Michigan, but she's moved to Red Wing recently. She'll be coming on as our marketing coordinator as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So definitely growing.
So you have a full-time marketing person now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not full-time, but she'll be specifically focused on doing marketing, which
nice. That's really good to get the word out for this.
Yeah.
So you guys try to have a meetup once a month, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
So we have free meetups once a month. We try to have quarterly workshops over 3 months. We just want to dive into some sort of other niche recreation experience, which is a little bit more involving than meetups, but still pretty like low commitment. And then we have guided retreats.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Ooh, where do those happen?
So we have them coming up all starting next month, spread out throughout the rest of the year. Next month, Alexa and I will be guiding a Boundary Waters trip.
Oh,
so
cool.
we'll go winter camping and go night sky viewing, cross-country skiing, more snowshoeing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How long do those last, the retreats?
3 to 5 days.
Okay.
Usually.
Oh, that sounds super fun.
Yeah. I'm really excited for that one. But lots of backpacking and camping and just exploring different areas throughout Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Right. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Like I said, I'm more of a summer person, or I have been. But recently my partner, she lives in Trempealeau, like by the lakes. So we've been having a lot of fires outside. Like, it snowed and we just didn't stop, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I love being outside in the winter now, you
It's
know?
the best time to have a fire is in the winter
Yeah,
too.
because then it keeps you warm, you know?
Exactly.
I thought it was funny. I told that to a friend one night. I was like, it's too cold to have a fire. Oh, well, a fire's warm.
That's what it's
the
for.
perfect time.
Yeah. I just think it's a whole different type of experience too that really gets you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's really easy to get into that mindset. It's cold, I gotta go inside.
Go inside, hunker down.
One of my favorite things to do is go on familiar trails every season of the year.
Ooh, yeah.
Just because every experience is so different. And
Yeah.
you really get to notice the little details.
Right. How
in the
things
air.
change throughout the seasons. And
Absolutely.
it's not just a place, it's a living thing, you know? Like,
It doesn't just shut down when
right,
the winter
right,
comes.
exactly.
Nature's always there, which I love.
At this point, we meet up with another snowshoeing group led by Sydney. So I say goodbye to Miranda, Director of Flow, and I head back to the lodge with Sydney. Let's see what her funky title is. So I was talking to Miranda.
Yeah.
She said that you were one of the co-founders with Alexa.
Yep.
Cool. So you've been here since the beginning.
Yeah. It's been really exciting to see how much
Yeah, you guys have really grown, haven't you? Yeah.
we have.
So was it just the two of you doing the outings at first too then?
It was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it started with just Alexa and I planning. Well, actually, December 2019, I would say, we planned a full calendar of events for 2020. And we did a backwaters hike in January or in February, I think it was. And then the pandemic started. And so we kind of put a hold on everything. And then that was when we really decided we were going to go for this and create it into a real nonprofit.
Right.
So it worked out well. We were able to have the time then to devote to all of that and the background work on it. But yeah, still for a good chunk of last year, it was just the two of us having planned the meetups and facilitating them.
Right.
And then we realized it was becoming a lot larger and more than just the two of us could handle ourselves.
Yeah.
So we have a few volunteers that helped with some of the meetups last year.
Right.
For example, we had one woman, Roberta Bowman. She did a interpretive nature hike. Yeah, so she is a Minnesota master naturalist, and we had someone from the DNR in Wisconsin lead a hike at Perot.
Cool.
So that was really neat. And then obviously now we've got Miranda, Taylor, and Felicia are two other people then that have joined us in helping plan all of the different offerings that we have.
Right. Okay, so Miranda said she's Director of Flow.
Yes.
What is your title?
I'm the Director of Wayfinding.
Wayfinding.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the titles, you know.
Yep.
I mean,
Can't take ourselves too seriously
Right.
around here.
Well, and I almost feel like it's even more like fitting and descriptive, you know.
We had, more typical executive director titles before.
Right.
And we were like, this does not encompass what we do whatsoever, because it's so much more than just programming or operations or communications, whatever it is. And so, yeah, we now just get to invent our own titles.
Right. Well, and it's kind of fun and light that way, too, you know?
Yeah, it is. And reflects each person's personality, I feel like.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's very reflective of the audience, of those of us who would like to participate in things like this, you know?
I agree.
I know I, for one, need to get outdoors more in the winter.
Yes.
So.
It's hard sometimes to get yourself to, get the warm clothes on and head outside. But every time I do, I'm so grateful I did, because there's just something special about outdoors in the winter. Everything's a little more calm, and the blanket of snow over everything is so pretty. And when you're dressed well, at least for the weather, you're still not cold and outside exploring. So it's definitely a challenge sometimes, but it's been worth it every time I've gone outside in the winter.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I grew up around here, and it's taken me, almost 50 years to appreciate winter the way I do now.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny because Alexa grew up in California, and so she wasn't used to winters like this, and she loves winter. Every year she's just like, yes, I'm looking forward to winter, and it's really fun to have that kind of attitude and perspective on winter, someone who didn't grow up with it. Leading some of this too, because it's like, there are so many great things we can do in the winter. We don't just have to hunker down inside.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I think that a lot of people think about outdoors, they think about summer and stuff.
Yep, definitely.
And there's so much to do here.
There is. Yeah, there's different things I learn about all the time too. I think it's called skijoring. I don't know, but it's like cross-country skiing with a dog pulling you. No way. I learned about that recently. Yeah.
Do you need a special kind of dog, like a sled dog?
Probably. I don't know for sure though. What is your favorite winter activity?
Well, so far it's been standing around a fire in the winter, but I just love the feeling of it,
Definitely.
But I think I might try my hand at ice fishing again this year.
Nice. Yeah.
So I've only done it a few times, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I've never gone ice fishing.
Right.
I don't fish normally, so.
Okay.
However, I feel like it's something I have to try at some point. Yeah. And it's probably more about sitting around and hanging out with friends. I was just gonna say. So
most of the time when I'm fishing, I'm just sitting out there in the boat, like, just kind of daydreaming, and there have been a few naps. Yeah, it's really amazing the support there is for the arts here, it's just
it's incredible.
So cool.
Yeah. For being a relatively small place, there is just such a culture of arts and growing outdoor recreation now. And like the combination of the two has been really neat to see also.
Well, I think even since I've been here off and on for the past 10 years, and I grew up in the area, but even since moving here, I've seen like the community groups kind of grow, with Engage Winona and now Winona Outdoor Collaborative.
Yeah, there's just so many people that support things like that here.
Right.
I mean, I've been in Winona for 6.5 years now, and it's incredible to think about Winona when I first moved here to now, and then there has been so much growth in the arts and culture area. Yeah.
There's literally something to do every weekend.
There is. Yeah, there's no shortage of activities here, which I love.
Right.
Yep. And I think about too, just like in terms of the outdoors and continuing to discover things, like there's just so many places to go.
Oh yeah.
Hiking or paddling, like whatever it is you want to do, and I keep finding about more and more of them. I'm like, how did I not know this existed before? Yeah, like last year we put together a 24 hike challenge for 24 hikes in the area, so roughly 2 a month then for people to do. And it was really fun to put that together because I was like, here are some hikes I've never done. So I got to go test them out, and that was fun.
Do you guys ever do, like, when you're doing stuff like that, do you ever do like a get together at the end of the year then, and like everyone shares stories of it? Or?
We did not. No? I really wish that we did, and maybe we'll try to do something like that early this year or something. Everyone who participated got a sticker.
Okay.
But beyond that, we didn't do any like actual meet up
with it, right?
Yeah. But I do think that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Hear people's stories about where their hiking experiences.
Yep.
And
Oh, and it's funny sometimes, even when you're, out in the middle of nowhere, like if you're away from Winona, you run into people.
Yes.
And you meet people,
Definitely.
I went on a hike on the North Shore one time.
Yeah.
I thought I was totally alone. I hadn't seen anybody in a few hours. And bam, all of a sudden here's like a group of 3 people, and, it was just a nice afternoon. We got to talk to some people and, hear where they were from and why they were out there. And it was pretty neat.
I really love the people you meet when you're out hiking. It's fun.
Yeah, it's funny for like a smaller town. I'm always finding new places.
Yes.
New areas.
Definitely. And new people. I was just thinking one of the coolest things that I love to see at meetups is people meeting each other for the first time.
Yep.
And I can think of one example in particular. We had a meetup paddling on the backwaters this summer, and 2 people were putting a canoe together who didn't know each other because they both came alone. And by the end, they exchanged phone numbers with each other, and it was so exciting. I was like, I love that we can create a place where people can connect with new people and not only just try new activities, but make new friends.
Make new friends and connections, Yeah. Have you seen those 2 come back to different meetups together?
Yet, no.
Oh, that'd be kind of neat.
Fingers crossed that happens,
Right?
because that would be really neat to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of come full circle with that. But yeah, and then we have some people who just come to every meetup, or Helen and Betsy here, they sign up for everything, and sometimes they come, sometimes they don't, depending on their schedules, but I always see them sign up. Hannah, who was in the group down there, she's come to everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
When you see people like that, do they start to do you see them start to bring people with them?
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's really neat.
I'm starting to think snowshoes might be something I need to invest in.
I know.
These are pretty cool.
Especially if you do a lot of off-trail
Yeah.
on the Lake Lodge, so the recreation center on the lake, they have rentals too
Okay.
for snowshoes.
Nice.
So if it's something that you only want to do every once in a while.
Okay.
As Sydney and I emerge from the snowy trail, our snowshoes start to grip the ice-covered pavement of the Holzinger Lodge parking lot, where the first group of snowshoers are waiting for some fresh hot chocolate. Let's see what some of them have to say about their snowshoeing experience.
Zachariah with the Said, but I just go by Zach.
Okay. So as far as today, was this your first time snowshoeing?
No, sir.
You've done it before?
I've done it a couple times.
Okay. Have you been on Winona Outdoor Collaborative events before?
No, this is actually my first time.
Cool.
I signed up to go on the Badlands Trail, or whichever camping trip that's still happening.
Nice.
And then I got a pair of snowshoes recently, so I was like, hey, this sounds like fun.
Right. Yeah, good practice. It was my first time, so it was really neat. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Do you do a lot of outdoor activities? I mean, obviously you do, but around Winona here, what else do you like to do in the winter?
Gotcha. I do a lot of mountain biking, rock climbing, ice climbing. I got most of my own gear. I like to do a lot of trekking.
Do you do a lot of the winter biking?
Not so much. I don't have the money to afford a fat tire right now.
Okay, sure.
I'm working on a rebuilt giant frame that I found.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I used to work at the bike shop, actually both bike shops here in Winona.
Okay, nice.
So I know quite a bit about that.
Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. What's your overall take on your experience here today?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. Can't wait for the next one.
Can you tell me your names?
Rebecca.
Rebecca? Okay.
Yep. And I'm Hannah.
Anna? Okay. And is this your first meetup with Winona Outdoor Collaborative?
No, we've actually done a few events with them. We went snowshoeing last winter as well, actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So this isn't your first time snowshoeing either?
No.
Okay. Are you guys pros at it? Or?
I would not say that, but we've done it a couple times.
Okay. Cool. What did you think today?
It was really fun. The weather was really nice out, so it was a good time.
Yeah. It's a beautiful morning for it. What other kind of activities have you done with the collaborative?
Well, we've done some hiking. We did their backwaters hiking trip last year. I did some paddling with them. I don't think you were there for that one.
I don't think I did that one, no.
Yeah.
So some warmer weather activities as well.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference, winter or summer, for being outside?
I wouldn't say so.
No, not really.
Cool. I like that. So what other kind of winter activities do you guys do?
Skiing.
Ice skating.
Ice skating.
We do a lot of ice skating.
Yep, definitely do that.
I think winter hiking.
Yeah.
Great. Sounds good. Are you guys going to do the skiing next month with the collaborative?
I think so. I haven't signed up yet. I have to check my calendar. But yeah, no, I like to track what they're doing and definitely participate.
You know, there's a lot of people I think that associate like outdoor activities with summertime and warm weather. And they might be a little bit leery of going out in the wintertime. I think the collaborative is a great way to get people involved. What would you tell people who have that kind of mentality like, oh, I'm just going to hunker down and, stay inside? What would you tell them about outside during the winter?
I think getting here is the hardest part.
Yeah. If you dress for the weather, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's really designed for people, too, from like all different backgrounds and who have experience outdoors and who don't. It's really designed for everyone to come together and enjoy the outside.
So they make it easy then, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for talking with us.
Yeah.
Yep, thanks.
Absolutely.
You heard that right. The Winona Outdoor Collaborative makes it easy for anyone to get out and enjoy the outdoors, no matter what season it is or what skill level you're at. Let's talk to Miranda some more and see how people can get hooked up with the Outdoor Collaborative in events like the snowshoeing. So how can people find out about more meetups and things like that and just the Outdoor Collaborative in general?
Yeah, so we have our website, WinonaOutdoorCollaborative.com, but we're super involved in social media, so you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and you can message us right from there too, and it's super easy that way. Yeah.
Right. And there's no intimidating like executive director or all this blah blah blah. It's Director of Flow. So
Director of Flow, yeah.
Yeah. So what's the next planned meetup?
Yeah, so on February 13th, we're going to have a cross-country ski meetup. So it's kind of like this, where you just show up and whatever skill level you're at, we'll meet you there. And we just have all the gear, and it's that's at St. Mary's. So
okay, cool. And you guys, how many meetups do you have? Is it once a month? How regular is it?
Once a month. In the summer, we'll try to do like little pop-up meetups, so we'll have them more frequently. Just like, hey, we're going to go on a hike in a couple days. Come and join us. But we will always have the planned monthly meetups and the quarterly workshops.
Okay, cool. If someone wants to get involved, like volunteer, do you guys have positions for that?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm the volunteer coordinator, so they'll come to me for that. But you can go on the website and it'll show you like what options we have available, and then I can get in contact with them that way.
What is your favorite part about like Winona Outdoor Collaborative in general and just your involvement with it?
Yeah, so I am all about community, and it's something that's super prevalent in Winona, and it, like I said earlier, it keeps drawing me back, and I can't get away from it, and that's what we're trying to build here with the Winona Outdoor Collaborative, is more of an outdoor community, so everyone feels included and just a part of a bigger group that they can get out and enjoy. Yeah.
I love it. Well, and it makes it more accessible to people too.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're all about inclusivity and just providing that safe space for people to try new things and enjoy the outdoors, because nature is so healing and everyone deserves to be a part of that. And
Well, okay, and like I said before, I'm usually more of a summer person than winter when I do outdoor stuff, but this was super fun doing the hiking, and I'm not cold at all. What would you say to people who are like, oh, it's winter, I just want to hunker down, and but I do like getting outside? What would you say to them?
Get good gear. It's all about the gear, and you can really experience it. You can experience the great benefits of the outdoors anytime throughout the year, and it's all about what you have and how you're prepared. And the Outdoor Collaborative has that gear, and we want people to learn about it. So we are still moving and still finding each other and experiencing that community all year round.
So as far as gear, you guys provide the gear when you do the outings and stuff, so that shouldn't be a barrier. I like what you said also earlier, and you kind of hinted on it just now, but you used to live in Alaska, and what did they say about being too cold or whatever?
Yeah, there's no bad weather, there's only bad gear, so just come prepared for anything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. I'm super excited because the community is definitely here in Winona, and I just want everyone to have access to it. So, yeah.
Thanks again to Sydney and Miranda for joining us today on Culture Clique. For more information on the Winona Outdoor Collaborative, go to WinonaOutdoorCollaborative.com. To To keep up on all things Winona and the surrounding area, tune into Culture Clique, Thursdays at 12:30 right here on 89.5 KQAL. I'm Bill Stoneberg, and we just went snowshoeing with the Winona Outdoor Collaborative on Culture Clique.
Creating cultural awareness and understanding. You've been listening to Culture Clique. Support for Culture Clique is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Culture Clique is produced by KQAL FM on the campus of Winona State University. For more information, look us up on the web at kqal.org. And thanks for listening to Culture Clique.